Hi there, guys. I'm just sitting here having a cuppa and thinking about the day and all the things I've got to do today for our clients in our publishing business. And I was thinking about the importance for our clients now more than ever to be positioning themselves as the expert in the market. And what I mean by that is why it's so important that you're able to, as a brand or a person or whatever you are, whatever you're doing in business, it's so important now more than ever to position yourself as the expert, because it's so noisy out there at the moment. I mean, the amount of stuff that comes up on your Facebook feed and now Instagram feeds, and it's so hard to sort out who's who in the zoo, because everyone's got the opportunity to sort of say their piece and be heard. And I was thinking, what are the best ways that you could possibly get out there and position yourself as an expert? And I was jotting down some notes here, and I mean, one of the first ways is obviously to start writing and create a blog. Start commenting and making opinion on the particular area that you're in, because if you've got an opinion, then obviously you elevate yourself a little. The only challenge with a blog and blogs in general is that there's just millions and millions and millions of them out there. So it's really difficult to position yourself, and separate yourself from the competition, and you're fighting the same battles. But it's certainly a way to start positioning yourself. The next way I jotted down was a podcast. Now, for some people, me included at times, being on video or being audio is a bit overwhelming, and so whether it's a YouTube channel or video channel or a podcast audio, that's a bit daunting for some people. And people think it's just whipping out a video, whipping out a camera, but or whipping out the audio. But sometimes it's a little bit harder than that. But if you can and you've got the skills, then jumping online and doing a commentary or doing some interviews with people is another good way that you could possibly try and position yourself as an expert. The next one I wrote down is create your own YouTube channel. So as I just said, doing video, but also creating a YouTube channel or a .tv where you can start interviewing experts and start positioning yourself. A little bit though, like the podcasts and the blogs and doing video on Facebook. It's great, but everybody's doing it now. You only got to thumb through your feed and see video after video after video after video. Actually, someone's watching right now who's really, really good at video, and so she should stick to doing it, Tess. But for some people, it's really overwhelming and it's really daunting. So but if you can do a video, it's great. Again, it's a little bit hard to be seen as the expert, out there now, because it is so noisy, but why not give it a crack? Have a go at doing some video and actually letting people see your opinion, hear your opinion, and that helps to position you as an expert. You could always write a book. Now, this is one of the things that's on my bucket list eventually. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to find the time to write a book. The thought of putting thousands and thousands of words down, and even though I know that people tell me I can have a ghostwriter, actually having the time to frame out the book and to do all the things that I need to do in order to position myself. And to be honest with you now, there are lots. I'm propositioned, twice a week from different people offering to do a book for me. So books, whilst are still great, and I love a good read, it's still there's a lot of people out there doing books now, and trying to get heard. And obviously the last way that I, highly recommend and that I'm really advocate, and it's something that not a lot of people are doing, is to create your own magazine. And for a lot of you, you might say to me, well, you know what? I heard you say book. I think a magazine's just as hard. But luckily now with, modern technology and digital technology, creating your own magazine is a lot easier than you think. And I've got to tell you that, as soon as you create your own magazine, you're able to position yourself as an expert in the field. Magazines, although in the traditional sense are dying, and I understand that, lots of magazines are closing. I've got friends from my publishing days who are all sort of lining up, to find new jobs. But creating your own magazine doesn't mean you have to write all the content. It's a lot simpler to put together than you would probably think. If you can string a few words together and know how to jump on a platform like Upwork, you can actually find a team that could help you put your own magazine together. And then, of course, you get to call yourself the editor or the editor-in-chief. And that comes with a lot of clout. Anna Wintour, Oprah, there are lots of people out there that are editors-in-chief or editors of magazines, and that gives them an enormous amount of credibility that comes along with that. Now, don't get me wrong, Oprah's already had a great deal of credibility, but anyone that works on the magazine with Oprah, obviously it gives them an enormous amount of credibility. So have a think about doing a magazine for yourself, and if you were going to do a magazine, what would the magazine be about? What topic? You remember that we're trying to make you the expert in your field. So, if you're a dentist, maybe you create a magazine called Chatter that goes out to the local community and has a bit of local information in it, but also positions you as an expert, not only in your craft, but also as a local and really interested in the local area. So it's really important now, guys, to start thinking about, if you're a real estate agent, a dentist, a coach, all sorts of industries where it's so crowded and it's really, really difficult to, separate yourself from the competition, and throwing more money after more money after more money on ads is great, but why should I listen to you? What makes you the person that I should choose for that particular service? And as I said, there are a few ways you can do it: blogs, podcasts, create a YouTube channel, create a book. But my personal favorite, obviously, is to get out there and create your own magazine and become and position yourself as the expert in your industry. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next live.